What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 40 of our Madden 22 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode, here in year 3 on a 3-game losing streak. Is it a 4-game losing streak at this point? It's been rough. It has not been fun. It has been very difficult. We've been battling. We made the decision. It's a 4-game losing streak. It's even worse. Like, we gotta win. This is do or die. It's our last divisional game for a minute. It's our second to last divisional game all year. And it's a team that's right above us in the city. This has to be a win. This is the, I'm not gonna say make or break the season, but given the fact that we were in the NFC Championship game last year, and we're week 8 already, like, man, are we going to be able to even make the playoffs? Things are bad. And last episode, the news did break. Some issues going on with our quarterback, man. Adam Schefter, always reliable. You could trust what that guy says, right? You could bet your mortgage on it. Zach Wilson having a little bit of issues with the church. The great big church down there in Utah. And getting their cut of his professional contract. There seems to be some issues there. One suggested that maybe there's a curse. The church has put out a curse on Zach Wilson. Because that's the only way to explain why my quarterback, with 96 throw power, 89 deep accuracy, 83 throw on the run, 84 throw under pressure. Like, you take, I'm honestly, for how he's been playing during this 4-game stretch, I would take 15 points off every one of those attributes. That's what it feels like. Like Jalen Hurts stepped in during a game and I felt like he had more velocity on his throws than Zach Wilson. Okay, like, it's, yeah, you know, it's one of those things, like, there's mechanics in this game that, like, the morale, right? There's came a point in time where I was like, is there, like, some secret morale that, like, that's the issue that we're having right now? Like, Zach Wilson's in a bad run of form, so his ratings are taking the tank. But, like, that's a mechanic in the game. It tells you. That's when you get hit with the red numbers start popping up. And we're not at that point yet with Zach Wilson, so, like, I don't know. I really don't. Like, should we change the abilities up here? Like, quick draws, absolutely. You get faster passing animations. We have conductor. It makes his audibles faster. I mean, we're not going to do spin cycle. Easily out of the zone second half. Not really worried about that. We'll have perfect accuracy on unpressured throws while their feet are set in the pocket. Well, we don't really stay in the pocket a whole lot. When we try to, we get murdered. Unpressured while their feet are outside the pocket. I mean, honestly, Roman Deadeye sounds pretty good. Pass this really improved catching prowess of all tight ends who are open on pass plays. I mean, God, it does get open. Break the first sack. Like, I think maybe we can look at roaming Deadeye potentially, because we do move out of the pocket, and I do try to set my feet when we do bounce. I don't know, but is that enough? And the thing that's been very suspicious is that we've been asking Zach Wilson, is there any truth to this church 10% of your NFL? He's gone silent, man. Radio silence from the quarterback. And all I know right now is that we thought this time last year, we made an absolute robbery from the New York Jets, right? Jets drafted a quarterback, surprisingly, moving on from Zach Wilson. Actually, I didn't mean to just do that. Technically, he should not be on the trade block. I was trying to look at his stats. Literally me not paying attention, trying to talk into this live. I literally almost threw him on the trade block and removed his captaincy. But what I wanted to look at was his stats. 43 touchdowns last year for Zach Wilson. So we thought at this point things were looking good. We thought at the end of last season, even though we were a game off the Super Bowl, reaching our ultimate goal, that we it's like, are you kidding me? Like, what we paid to get Zach Wilson from the Jets, and we're going to get a quarterback that really, in his first non-joke of an offense, he put up 43 touchdowns, 4,600 yards, 500 rushing yards, right? And this year, we don't know if we're going to have, a controversy this offseason. Like, we got Jalen Hurts still on the roster, but Jalen Hurts is in a contract year. We're probably not going to be able to pay him enough money to see what the hell is going on there. And while Zach Wilson just went up to a shiny new dev trait, he's playing like absolute dog shit. And as far as this commentator's concerned, he's cursed. There is something going on. If anything can go wrong, it has gone wrong during this 4-game losing streak. I did decide that at least for this week 8 game, we're hopping off the 6 on defense. I'm doing more harm than good out there at this point. And I'm an offensive guru. I can understand when enough is enough. When I need to take a step back, not a permanent step back, but the fact that really since look at how many points we've given up. since week 3. Even though we won week 3 barely, we gave up 46 points, 35 points. Not so bad against football team, but then 62 and 48. We're over 100 points allowed in the last 2 weeks. Things need to change on the defense. So I'm going to give Sammy Rios, our defensive coordinator, he's getting the headset. He's calling plays on the defense. We're going to try our thing on offense, try to right the ship with our 88 overall offense. There was silver lining from week 7 as we get into this week. Jalen Reagor had a dev trait scenario if he reached 150 receiving yards, which we did achieve. And I'm pretty sure what we're about to see is going to be, part 2 of this. I've never had a player hit on these dev traits. So this is part 2 of Jalen Reagor's breakout. Last couple weeks he's been gelling. We've been on a losing streak, so how fitting. So 3 touchdowns against football team for a passing game boost. Great. All right, now we just have a reason to force passes in. That's excellent. We have to set our scouting national focus. So what have we we're looking at corners, D tackle. We got left tackle. We got corner again. I mean, corners where we really want to show some love. And it's not really a strength of the draft class, but then you look at the strength of the draft class, like, do we do our due diligence on the quarterback here at this spot? I have no problem actually doing that. Now, I'm annoyed that Lulu Hernandez somehow got our national scout because he's only tier 1 with defensive ends. But the fact that quarterbacks are strong and we're at a point in time where that's our biggest question mark right now. I thought it was going to be, corner depth, getting a corner 3, preparing for life beyond big play Darius Slay. And now I think with our last opportunity to gain as much knowledge as we possibly can at the quarterback spot, we need to do so. So we're going to set our national focus just a quarterback. Helps that it's also a strength of this draft class. So better late than never to start paying attention. We got the, what do we got here? We don't have any quarterback specialists on my staff. Because again, at the beginning of the year when we're setting up our staff, felt good about the quarterback spot. We do have a couple first rounders. Eric McCartney from Auburn. We have Jermaine Page from Washington State. Walter Nowak, Texas top 5. And Dustin Nixon, San Diego State. Outside of that, we got Nick Pugh from Oregon. Toli Schillinger from Central Florida. Matt Hatcher, Texas Tech. Miles Walker from Pitt. I mean, it's not, it's not a filthy class, but 4 corner. And I've seen some suggestions about what I should do with these drafts. People are saying that, win the inevitable bug. I mean, I'm hoping that there's going to be a patch that comes out before we get to this draft. But we already know that the draft is incredibly broken, and most likely quarterback, these guys are going to go top 5, regardless of if the team has a starting quarterback or not. It's a glitch. So it's so tough, man, to project where quarterbacks are going to be. You almost have to just suck and hopefully you have a top pick, or you now know that we have to trade up. I have seen people suggest C4 just, say if, let's do the easiest one. Say if the Jags with Trevor Lawrence also just draft Dustin Nixon first, first overall or something like that. I take whatever rating Nixon, I just make him something shit. People are saying make him a 50 and then make their second round pick if they go a wide receiver, give him that rating kind of deal. And I mean, yeah, you can, I guess that's something that we can explore if you guys want to see it. But ultimately, man, I don't know. All I'm going to say is this. With how broken and unpredictable quarterbacks in the draft are, I'm very annoyed that as of week 8 of year 3, we have major questions over quarterback. I would much rather be Zach Wilson's our guy. Zach Wilson's the guy that's going to help us win a Super Bowl. And as it stands right now, he's cursed. He's cursed. He needs to break that curse. I don't know if it's helping him here as of week 8 that remains silent, radio silence on the whole salary to the great Mormon church. I hope he addresses it sooner than later. And I mean, the only way we're going to find out if he starts playing well. So let's take a look here at football team. They're 4-2. They're not bad. They got Mariota under center. He absolutely just sliced and diced us the last time we played. He was consistent. Luckily, we're off the sticks. I think for this matchup here, not a great offense. 18th passing the ball, 21st rushing the ball. I think honestly, I just want to take away the short pass from that matchup. He threw a lot of checkdowns and stuff like that. For how we want to attack them offensively, well, we need to get 3 passing touchdowns. So I think again we'll just focus. They do blitz at a decent amount, but that's a good defense. 7th in points per game, so they do not give up a lot of scores. Slightly worse pass defense. So you know what? mean, let's go medium, I guess. Their medium and short game's not the best, giving up over 90 points. Let's get through practice here. And if you are keeping up with Pink Slips, if you also enjoy both those series, we beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the last Pink Slips episode, and we have a chance to get some of the players that you are going to see here today. Nick Herbig's out with a hip pointer. That's fine. He's a depth player at this point. And on the defensive side, we got through it healthy. Nice. All hands on deck for, in my opinion, the most important game of the season. Any upgrades? These are starters. We have Eric Wilson, who literally, like, I forget he's on the team, and then he'll come up and get a sack every now and again. So that's, you know, he's been solid, even though in real life he's no longer a member. We have Stamper, our long-term project at corner. Let's go. Someday this guy's going to be first team All-Pro. We know it. You just know it. You can just feel it in your pulse. And then Damian Hughes, who's been pretty damn solid for us this year. We're always just going to keep pumping the points into pass coverage because I want a pass coverage 6'4", 240 linebacker that has, you know, 4.3 speed. Because he's the greatest. He's insane. He's our Micah Parsons to a certain extent. That's it, man. I mean, I don't know how much, you know, no developments for Zach Wilson. And it's all focus on the on-field product here this week. Handing the play calling over on the defensive side of the ball gives us more focus on the offensive side of the ball. Defense is going up against a 75 overall offense. Let's go, man. Let's see if this kind of deviation of the responsibilities helps us out this week. We'll take some of the pressure off my plate and put a little bit more on the computer, the team, the defense that we have built. Let's get back in the win column, baby. Get back to 500. Opening drive, football team goes down the field, no resistance, and they scored a touchdown. I feel like surprisingly confident. It's been about a week since I've personally recorded this series. I feel like enough times passed that I forget that we've been sucking. So I can hit this with a sense of aggression. Like the last thing I've played on the sticks was dropping 40 points in pink slips. My confidence is very high right now that we're going to be able to move this football, get that goal of scoring 3 passing touchdowns, and win this goddamn game. Cursed. Cursed. We are cursed. We are cursed. Second play from line of scrimmage, sack, fumble. Here we go. I mean, again, at this point, it's borderline memes. Like, it's just try. That's all we can do, man. Like, and I'm trying to think about this realistically. Like, the fact that, there is a morale system in the game. It's not like because we're on a 4-game losing streak, all my team's ratings are tanked. Because they would show you. You'd have, you get those all the time when you're in rebuilds and stuff like that. And you only have 3 wins. All your team's like, oh, they're -2 overall points. That hasn't happened. So, the only thing I can logically think is, there's been 2 patches released since I, kind of set and forget on my sliders. Maybe they're not tuned or tweaked to where they need to be. I don't know.
Fucking bullshit!
That was a bad throw. You know why that was a bad throw? Because we're already down fucking 20 points. We're down 17 points in the first quarter. You just gotta throw it, man. It's just jokes. And the fact that we've been down by so much, and in all these games in this losing streak, it has made us one-dimensional because zero confidence. And my quarterback just slipped in the pocket there. That's a nice little animation to have. But we're a team with Miles Sanders. We like to run the football. When we win, Miles Sanders gets 100 yards a game. But when you're down 20-0, can't really establish a run. You're already trying to go up against a 20-point deficit. You can't have the clock burning against you. But we'll see what happens here. Great run. No late flags, which is nice. Let's go slant God. Let's go slant God. Here we go. 1 back. Defense, give me a stop. No? All right. Okay, we're moving the ball well offensively. We got Dallas Goedert in the X Factor. He's been reliable here today, getting open. Got kind of ran with there, but enough to gain 10. There had to be a positive. It's that our defense has held them to field goals on 2 drives so far. So if we can just start trading touchdowns, you know, doesn't take John Madden there to realize things are going to bode well. No one's open, so we're just going to take off with the old QB. Fumbles it, of course. Luckily out of bounds. Would be very frustrated if we had 3 fumble losses in the first half. But that would just further, you know, pile onto the theory. That's cursed, because there's nothing you can do about fumbles. First fumble, I had animation-based. Second fumble was more of a coverage sack. I just didn't really have anywhere to go with the football. Interception was bad. It was just, you know, pretty much coming to terms with how much of a joke the first half has been. But we get a touchdown here, things could definitely keep on up. We got our X Factor and Goddard. That's probably where we want to try to go. They have that covered fairly well. We'll just throw that one away. 3rd and 6. I don't know where to go here. We got 7-foot tall Donald Parham here, but we got to go on the left side here. Rager, Smith, one of them. Ah, Jalen. Come on. Come down with it. Come on. You've been on fire lately. And we're going to settle for the 30-yard field goal attempt. Cut the deficit to 2 score. See if our decent defense can just stop against it. Because, you know, it's not so much our defense is elite, right? We have a solid defense. We're about 81 overall. We have some big playmakers. Oh, shit, they forced a turnover. It's the fact that the football team's offense is a 75. So they're one of the lowest rated offenses. Needs to be a matchup that we win. Oh, we get hit as we throw it. And what the fuck was that? Second and 10. Dallas Goedert still in his X Factor. Our O-line's holding up decently, but not there. Again, it's a new like people. I just know it. Like when I'm editing, I do to a certain degree look back like, what can I do better? And I was like, man, I bail out of the pocket a lot. And then it's just like when you look at me trying to stay in the pocket, things are not good when I stay in the pocket. Like, you know, anytime I stay in the pocket, it's higher probability that something bad's going to happen than when I bail out of the pocket. And just like that, stay in the pocket 2 plays, all negative. 7-mile-per-hour winds on the back of a 55-yard field goal. Jake Elliott's really damn good. It is up and right down the middle. Got some points there anyways, but couldn't capitalize on the turnover. Defense gets a stop. I mean, we got to, there's no other option here. We got to be aggressive. So, like, what I just did there, like, that's how we complete passes in this offense. Which is embarrassing because we have Jason Kelsey, who's in the high 90s. Low 90s in terms of overall. Brandon Brooks, super high rated. Can't, there's no pocket. Let's go Quez. Quez gets us up into field goal range. I hope my coach doesn't pussy out here. And let's be called. Yes, thank you very much. Give me at least one more shot for the red zone. So I've seen a lot of times, once you get around, we're not even going to say around 10 seconds, under 15 seconds, coach just takes the field goal. I wanted to go B. B didn't look that great. Gonna scramble. Could have forced it, but there's just no confidence that Zach Wilson's going to make those throws. So we settle for a field goal attempt. I appreciate the coach at least giving me one play, though. Try to make some magic. That is a whole lot of opportunities wasted. Whole lot of field goals settled for with our defense getting, like, really 3 stops back-to-back there. But we start the ball to open up the second half. Chance to take the lead, surprisingly, given the fact that we had 3 turnovers in the first quarter. Oh, nice. Gonna stick with the run, but Devontae Smith is in his X Factor. I like that. Great block by Kelsey on probably a 75 overall Blake Cashman. Going with the house rules. Not a fan of this play call at all, but it's what coach wants to run. Devontae and his X factor against what's probably a sub 80 corner. Do we trust him? Make a play. Well, we'll get a little bit of a late read, but still out to Jalen Reagor. Moves the chains. Hasn't been a bad game throwing for Zach Wilson. It's just been the bullshit, right? It's been the fumbles, the things that are kind of out of our control for the most part, with one mulligan interception thrown away. But he's been accurate. 1st and 10. This is a money play for us. We go to B all the time. It's the Jalen Reagor money play. Would love to see him make Cameron Curl miss there, but big time play up into the football team. Can we call them the Commanders yet? That's such a god-awful name. But into Washington's red zone. But close. Could have get jumped. Let's go Quez, and he drops it. On 3rd and inches, Quez Watkins had it and dropped it. Settle for another field goal. God damn. Defense has been doing their job. We've been not on offense. Defense gets another stop. Go. Broken play. Oh, Reagor's just not that fat. Like, if that was Quez, might have been off to the races. It's a little big-time play. Please, come on. Fuck. Wasn't it, I didn't feel overly confident, but Reagor got separation. That was a little bit better throw. 3rd and 8. Not another field goal attempt. For God's sakes. Maybe Goddard just to get the first down. Let's go. Let's go, Dallas. Go no huddle. Screw the game day goal. At this point, need a win. Don't even know what I'm going to get. And Miles Sanders in untouched. And Philadelphia, for the first time in this game, have the lead. Defense gets another stop. 3rd and 5 on the 9. It's maybe too aggressive. Probably should just run it. We're gonna gamble that they think we're just gonna run it, and Devontae Smith will be wide open. I'll just take the safe catch. Won't be greedy. Just move the chains. Oh, come on. Come on. Another slants here. Come on, though, man. Come on, Mailata. 3.5 sacks. You're like at 84 overall. Nothing, man. Nothing at all. Completion of Brandon. My team's cursed. Fumble at the Brandon Brooks, who then fumbles it again. Unbelievable. Who else wants to fumble it today and look like a complete idiot? The Jalen Reagor, always open play, 9-yard line, and over 400 yards passing for Zach Wilson today. We go slants. Still have a chance to get that 3 touchdowns goal. It's not a priority, but see if we can get out of the pocket here. Bail quickly. Throw it right to Mr. Devontae Smith. 2nd touchdown. Lead regained. Come on, defense. Do your job. And they do. They've been solid today. Backed up on, to our end zone here. John Allen just destroyed to the inside. 3rd and 10. Gonna have to be a passing situation. We'll go Salem. I'm thinking maybe Miles Sanders at the backfield here. Try to watch Goddard on the quick throw. It's all... Throw it away! There's fumble number 5 of the game. You gotta punt it. All right, minute 14. Another, again, I want to throw it on the defense to give up 40 points again. 5 turnovers on offense. Good God. Oh, look at that, man. Eyes in the back of his head, PBU there by Jamin Davis. But a roughing the passer call. I'll take that. All right, Jordan Mailata, not an athlete. 6.5 sacks on the day for Montez Sweat. 6.5. Feels like it's been more. Okay. Good sack there. Great job. Great protection. Offensive line. Appreciate it. I just Brett Favre that for him. Let him have that sack record. He earned it. I don't fucking know. I have no answers. No answers. The team only got better. The sliders didn't change. Same sliders. We won 8 in a row or something. Went almost to, the Super Bowl. Same slot. It's just something, man. Do we change the playbook? Like, something has to change. That's just where I'm at. 5-game losing streak. 5 turnovers on offense. 5 fumbles. He's fucking cursed. I mean, big days for these guys. They ate. Defensively, we weren't rocking and rolling the D. Let's see what Devin Bush had an interception. 3 TFLs. Derek Barnett. Only 1 sack. I don't want to say that I'm speechless because clearly I'm personally not playing my best football, but I have no answers. It's been 5 weeks of trying to find the right answer. Can't find it. Man, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to imply nothing. But if you go back to I think it was episode, I don't know what episode, it would have been week 2 or week 3. Jason Kelsey came in, and I think it's what they're prompting us to engage with for the next week. Said he's going to retire. If things don't go well, I'm going to retire. I feel like since that scenario popped into my franchise, my team's unplayable. You can't play with them. You can't win with them. So, insert Mike Singletary quote on Vernon Davis. Can't do it. Is there something there under the hood that's like crossing wires? This is, I've never had a franchise like this. Usually franchises go up and down early, but then you kind of hit cruise control at a certain point. Strap the rockets on because we are dominant from here on out. I think we're borderline facing with a rebuild within a rebuild. Things were great. We peaked, and now we're on a 5-game losing streak where our quarterback can't do anything right. Nothing can go right for this team right now. I don't know. That is the only one. I'll say this. I'm not even reaching at this point, but that is our only alternative. If you had to say, what in the hell can we do to figure this out? That's right now the only answer that I'm seeing. I don't even think we can afford him, to be honest with you. Oh, we could. That's the only thing, and I don't know. I'm not gonna force any direction on anyone. This is as genuine. I mean, we see all BDN out there. This is as genuine as sometimes people like to know. C4, you like storylines, huh? We're trying to just figure out what the hell's wrong with my quarterback, huh? What is he? Did he not actually pay the Mormon Church his tithing, whatever the fuck it's called? I stand before you at the end of this episode 40. Saying I genuinely have no answer to how I dig my team out of this hole. I'm not at a point. These sliders have been so good, tried, tested, and true. And I feel like in a certain way, this losing streak is proof that these sliders are good. Because we can win on these sliders. And now it's a true testament of these sliders to be able to figure out a way to dig ourselves out of this hole. But I stand before you to cap off this episode genuinely out of answers. We tried just giving up play calling on defense. That didn't work because we just had 5 fumbles. The most uncontrollable thing that you could have on offense happened. This is the only solution, potential solution I see right now. So I don't know, man. If there can be some momentum there, but, you know, trade deadline. Listen, I mean, last week of the trade deadline, but look at the quarterback. Like, I don't know if it's a quarterback. Like, it is, but it's not. Like, there's no, like, okay, first of all, no, right? No. Like, there's no answer here. Tyler Huntley season? Kyle Shermer? Like, man. Don't know. This is like a minute of me just blabbering. There's a free agent out there that probably make, like, maybe not. Maybe our whole team's cursed. It's not, it goes beyond our QB. But, I mean, they lost speed there, Raheem Mostert. He's looking for a job. I got, that's how we're going to wrap this one out. He's looking for a job. That'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It's always your first time stopping by. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any potential solutions here outside of C4 stop playing like a bag of shit, which obviously I need to play better. But there's certain things that are out of my control, that are in control. I feel like extraterrestrial powers, you know? But if you have any solutions outside of me playing better, feel free to let me know, fellas. And I'll see you guys back here before too long. Also, Rebuild will be dropping this weekend, as we always do. Hopefully. We're actually supposed to get, like, a lot of ice, like a heavy ice storm. So I don't know what the availability of my power situation is going to be, but I will be fine-tuning my 2022 draft class, Volume 3, because I guess apparently the Madden share has been working, and I will be dropping that and showcasing, like, all the information in the new Rebuild that will be dropping on the weekend. So if you're waiting for my draft class files on Next Gen Xbox, a nice update should be coming your way this weekend. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out.